Hey, Raider Nation, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to another great episode of the Unfiltered Truth. I'm your host, Phil Jones. Phil Robinson might join me today. This might be a solo gig for me, but it is what it is. We have a lot to dive into because today we face the Indianapolis Colts, and this holds so much playoff implications, meaning, one, you could be facing this team. Two, you could be taking this team spot. A lot is on the line today to where the point the Raiders must do everything in their power to get this win. Now, I know some folks say, we can finish 10-6. We'll be all right. No, you don't want to put yourself in this predicament here where if the Raiders go 10-6, there could be a situation where they end up losing out. It could be that small little window. Why put yourself in this predicament where you can go 11-5, finish out the rest of the season there, and you could be sitting, I don't know, maybe the 6th seed or even the 7th seed, but still. Man, yes, I know some folks have said, yeah, the Raiders hold the tiebreaker, like against the Ravens and, potentially the Chiefs today with the Chiefs going up against Miami. But still, we need to take care of business because we always be betting on a team and they can't take care of business for us. So my whole thing is, if you saw my tweet last night when I said the Raiders need to play like their lives depend on it, I mean it. Because nobody else is really going to help us out. Nobody. Every time we always say that, oh, yeah, somebody's going to come through and help us out, No, they never do. The best way and the easiest way to do it is take care of business with what's in front of you. And today, that's the Colts. We got to take care of business. We got to execute and get the job done. They get the job done. I'm telling you this. Everybody's going to be on that high where they're going to be like, you know what? On to the next, on to the next, on to the next. Because look, must win today. You got the Chargers Thursday night, so you have a short week. Thank God you're at home. So that's a good thing. The next 3 games, you're at this game, Chargers, Miami, you're all at home. And then you got to go into Denver to finish it off. And you can't do that shit like you did last year and flop against Denver. Chargers, Denver, they're going to try to be spoilers for us. They're like, we can't get in the playoffs, damn it. You know what? The hell you're not getting in the playoffs. So Raiders got to take care of business. And it starts today. Raiders need to make sure defensively there's help, but, on that back end, you're looking a little suspect. So Damon Arnett, he is going to be out today. Jeff Heath is going to be out today. Raiders are going to look for LaMarcus Joyner to probably play a little bit on that back end. As of right now, it looks like Trent Brown is playing today. Jacobs is playing today. Abrams is playing as well, from what Ian Rappaport reported early this morning. And damn, he was reporting this like 4 in the fucking morning. I couldn't sleep last night. So, I'm looking at these tweets. I'm like, damn, Ian, you up early. Well, you got to get the job done. That's the business. But the Raiders are in that situation where, okay, you have him. You got to make something happen. And if Trent Brown is playing, God, that's going to be a big help. Because one thing I have noticed, when Brown is out there, Derek Carr can get his throws off, the ones that he's looking for. Say, for example, his play action passes. He can get that off better. He can step up and make his throw. When you had Sam Young on that side, Sam Young's standing there. He's going to try to do it as best as possible, but Sam Young is not a Trent Brown. So having Trent Brown back at the right tackle position is a blessing. I know a lot of people gave Trent for his absence, gave him a lot of ish. I was one of them. But I'm going to be damn sure you need Trent Brown today, and you need him to finish out this season. Giving Derek Carr that protection on that right side, because really, if you look at it, majority of those fumbles have came from that right side. That pressure has came from the right side. You go back to the Falcons game. You go back to what do you call it? You go back to last week's game. You look at it and you're like, damn, it's coming from that right side. It's coming over on that side. Derek Carr needs Trent Brown like an old man needing the pins. Look, having him there, those deep shots to Ruggs, it's going to be there. It's a lot of things are going to be there, giving him that time. And if he has that time, you go back and see how he was playing during that Saints game. I wouldn't say that Saints game. I say let's go back. We go back and look at the Kansas City game. You go back and look at how he was performing then. Carr was on a whole different level. I mean, Carr's been looking good right now, but I mean, when you have perfection, you have Colton on that left side, you have Brown on the right, your inside is getting it together, and then not even that, just for Carr throwing wise, Josh Jacobs being able to run on the outside. Not even Josh Jacobs, but Devontae Booker running on that side. That's a big help. A major big help. Because if you look at it lately, Jacobs trying to hit those outside zone runs, they haven't been too pretty. They've been inconsistent. You got a Trent Brown running in front of you. Damn, he's taking out at least 2.5 people. And Rich, you're right. But you having Trent Brown out there, that makes a huge difference. But defensively, oh, Jesus Christ, help us today. Stat-wise, the Colts are top 10. And I'm going to say this. Raiders got to find a way to bend, not break. I'm not going to say they're going to come out looking freaking amazing and shit. The Raiders got to come out on defense looking like, look, we can hold them to a field goal. We probably hold them to 6 on this drive. We can hold them to a couple of punts. But Raiders defense, now you're adding Beasley now. He's already on the 50. He's already on the active roster. Chris Smith got elevated to the active roster as well. So Paul Gunther needs to be creative if he can. Like, I mean, he needs to truly find a way to be creative in this game. If you have a guy like Chris Smith that was doing pretty good, that was doing good when you activated him, he was getting pressure. I'm going to be real. Since you brought in Vic Beasley, like, get back there and, like, we got a sack or anything, but because his presence was out there, it freed up Farrell a little bit. Oh God, no! I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that comment right there. But what the Raiders are gonna need to do, you need to come out in that 43. And that single high safety. You can have Abrams back there. And to be honest, running those original fronts that Gruden and Mayock and everybody wanted to put the imprint on, that's the defense you need to be running. You can't go back to your old defense like you did those past 2 weeks because it looked like horrendous shit. And really, it ain't going to get you that far. But I'm going to go back to offense. And, you know, Herman, you said it, them drops. There are some drops, but I put it on both. I put it both on my wide receivers and my quarterback because the timing was off on a good handful of them. You can't be throwing behind your guys on some of these routes. I mean, shit. You want to put your guy in the best position to succeed. So wherever you dropping that football at, you got Aguilar run across the middle. Get it in front of him. Don't throw it behind him. Nobody should be turning around to catch the ball. Nobody. It should be right in front of them. I'd rather see it like that. Should be trying to drop that bad boy right in the basket. Look at these comments right now because I've seen everybody going off. How dare you, Rich? Yes, it is unfiltered truth. I'm going to keep it real. Shit, there's some shit I see, and then, you know, I got to tell you the truth. Some things look good, and then some things, you know, it could be a ruse. I'm going to be real with you, Josh. I don't see Gunther staying next year. Because if you really look at it, the way their contracts were designed, matter of fact, I think his contract's up. It was supposed to be I think it was supposed to be 3 years. If it's 4 years with that option, I gotta look at how they did their contracts. I gotta go back to an article back in 2018. Somebody actually did a clean article on how their the assistant coaches have their contract set up. But I think most likely Gunther's gone. And there's a guy that I think the Raiders are going to end up getting as the defensive coordinator in the offseason. But let's think about now and see where things go. Herman, no, my friend, you are absolutely right. That is something that we need today, and that is something that we've gotten away from the past 2 weeks. You didn't have a running game against the Falcons. You didn't really, to be honest, you didn't have it against the Chiefs. You didn't have it against the Falcons. You didn't have it against the Jets. So there's that. That's 3 straight games where you didn't have a true running game. And when you didn't have that true running game, it really put a thorn in your team's ass. Raiders need to find a way to establish the running game going forward today. They need to get back to where they were putting up a total of 100 plus yards on the ground. Carr struggles with good defenses. And the Colts have a top 5 defense, so I'm worried about Carr in this game. You got to play smart. That's all you can really say. I mean, shit, if you're supposed to consider yourself as a top 10 quarterback, you got to step the fuck up. I hear folks running around, yeah, he's top 5, he's top 3. Well, if he's that, you have a top 5 defense you're going up against. You better show me why that you're on that list at being a top 5 quarterback. Now, me, I have him down at 10. I didn't move him up yet. But realistically, if Derek Carr is going to be that guy, you got to be that guy to defeat a top defense like that. You can't just be like, oh, yeah, well, he played that team. Where's the defense rank? Where's that defense rank? Well, I mean, that defense. Rich, oh, my God. Oh, y'all's comments are killing me today. No, you're absolutely right, Josh. We have not had a defense ranked that high with him. You know what? We actually last year we actually finished what 26th or 21st. And Josh, you damn sure don't want Matt Patricia. You know why? There's been players. If you look at some of the players that have played under him, they don't like him. They feel like his ass need to go back to New England. He tries to be somebody that he's not. Even if you're a head coach, I'm thinking you're gonna come out being the same way as a coordinator with that. And I got one guy on my list. If you want a defensive coordinator, he's on ESPN right now. Let's get Buddy Ryan's oldest son. Let's go on and get Rex Ryan. That sounds like a good deal for a defensive coordinator. Rex Ryan would be a better defensive coordinator than having Matt Patricia. So be on the lookout for that, because I got a weird feeling that's going to happen, bro. I got a weird feeling John and Mike might reach out to Rex Ryan if you want to have a spectacular defense. No, they had Rob Ryan, not Rex Ryan. Get it right, bro. This man, hold on. Rich, you know who said that. Come on, bro. Tired of hearing complaints about the defense. 80% of the cap is dedicated to the offense. Yeah. You got a point there. You have a good valid point on, why isn't the defense clicking? Well, sometimes, I got to go back and look, part of it, I'm going to say I look at Paul Gunther. I look at what is he not teaching these guys? Why are these guys not able to pick it up? But when you see them go somewhere else, they're having better success. If you listen to Gruden's pressers, he's saying, hey, I need my defensive coordinator to put these guys in the best position to succeed. And then you hear Paul Gunther saying, oh, yeah, I got to find a way to get these guys in the position to succeed. And why the fuck is it taking you? And, I'm going to say this right now. Excuse my French, because, I found I got younger audience, but, sooner or later they're going to end up hearing this. But, hey, why are we hearing this in the middle or late in the season that you got guys out of position and we're trying to get to the playoffs? Why are you not getting the right pieces to help you succeed to go to the playoffs? And it doesn't mean player, it means personnel. And that's why I blame Mayock. I do blame Mayock and I blame Gruden. You should have got rid of him the end of last season. You should have. This makes no sense. You look good you look decent year 2. But you come into year 3 and it's like you kind of reverted back to what you did in year 1. Why did you get rid of Brenson Buckner when you should have got rid of Paul Gunther? And yes, I hear it, and I've seen it. Oh, we're buddies, we get up early in the morning. No, bro. No. You got to cut that shit. Cut ties with it. Because if he was on the same level as you, y'all would be in sync. You look at Gruden's offices in like what, the top 12? You look at that, you're like, oh damn. Two teams is in the what? Top 12, top 10, whatever. But when you come down, look at your defense, it's looking at the bottom of the barrel shit. Bottom of the barrel shit for a defense, and you're trying to be a playoff team, and you're battling for a playoff spot today. It puts you in this predicament like, wow, you know, can they really do this? You can't just have a coach out there being Jekyll and Hyde. One game it looks good, the other game it looks like shit. You can't. You just can't. It's not fair to the players that do put an effort into it, and they got your defensive coordinator telling them, you know, I don't want you to pursue. I want you to stay home. So everybody's watching on live TV. Why the fuck does it look like he's playing patty cake? I'm going to tell you this. Don't get Wade Phillips, man. You know, I think maybe Wade is up in age. Wade's like in the late 70s now. Give me Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan been sitting on ESPN looking like he's been ready to go back to coaching football. I want Rex Ryan. I want somebody that looks hungry. Marinelli can't see more Ovaltine, please. But I want, somebody said Wade half dead guy. Don't disrespect Wade Phillips like that. Come on, bro. But I take Rex Ryan. The reason why I take Rex Ryan, you look at the success that he's had, and for some odd reason, I think we should be running a 3-4. I really do. I think Rex Ryan has more to offer, like disguising defenses, exotic blitzes, good coverage schemes. That's something I want. I want it all. I like Robert Saleh, but I think he's going to end up getting a head coaching job, and he damn sure deserves it. He's done a hell of a job with the 49ers defense. I got much respect for that. I know I'm not a 49ers fan. I'm not no Mitchell Rest that's like in the Jets and all that shit. But my whole thing is, you look at a good coach like that, I like it. Marvin Lewis is done, bro. Matt Patricia ain't shit, okay? I talked to two players and they do not like, they never want to be under that motherfucker again. Oh, it's going to be a nice hiring pool for defense. So we'll get a good look by the end of the season. But we shouldn't be looking at, like, right now, I'm trying to be that beacon of hope. We shouldn't be looking at, well, we need to replace this coordinator right now. Let's focus on that when it gets to like March or, you know, late February. Let's focus on that then. Now we need to focus on, we need to beat the Colts. Derek Carr needs to come out letting it rip. Defense, the thing, I'm going to say this about today's defense. You got to take the outside runs away. So having Farrell on the outside, you know, you start using Beasley a little bit more on the outside, and you know you gotta work some things in. We're like, okay, you're containing this outside, you're containing that outside, but I'm gonna tell you this: stop putting Arden Key out there when you're trying to contain the outside on those stretch runs or those tosses. He ain't the guy. Our defense has to find a way to contain the inside runs, and you got to stop the outside runs. That's it. I'd rather you try to force them to run inside. If you take away the outside runs, I'm going to tell you this: Taylor, Wilkins, they're going to have a tough time. Because with Wilkins, with Taylor on the outside run, what usually happens, now don't get me wrong, Taylor can run on the inside. Let that motherfucker fight you inside and cause him to fumble. Because that's what Taylor's been doing all season. He has a fumbling problem. Wisconsin wore the shit out of him. But if I'm the Raiders today, you take away those outside runs, especially down to the end zone. The key thing that the Colts like to use, and it's a Phillip Rivers staple point, I'm going to throw to my running backs. He's going to throw to his running back. I will repeat this again. He will throw to his running back, so you need to be ready for the screen. When you have somebody taking the outside step, somebody needs to come in and take that inside step away from the running back, and you need to engulf him. All it is really with the Raiders defense, and sometimes I do say it's not all on Gunther, because these motherfuckers are not wrapping up. The Raiders have over 100 plus missed tackles. They need to. The Raiders need to make sure that they are taking out the outside and they're taking care of the inside. They need to make sure that they're not getting beat up in the screen game. They need to make sure that the tight ends like Jack Doyle and Mo Alley, I think it's Mo Alley Cox. They need to make sure that they're not having that problem. So, but look, if I can pull this up here real quick, let me see. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna see if I still have this tape. Let me see. I think I had that. Let me see if I still have the sack play real quick. All right. So, I don't have it. All right. But look, it was something that the Raiders ran the last week against the Jets. I was hoping that we'll see that today. It was some basic stunts, but I'm going to be real. I felt that the Raiders should run a little bit more of that because Farrell was dominating. And I'm going to tell you this, Phillip Rivers ain't running today. So you need to bust his ass. Bust his ass. I know I've heard Jonathan Hankins talking about laying him out, but I'm going to say this. The Raiders defense need to truly wrap up. And if you're not wrapping up, I'm going to just say this. This is why guys are getting extra 10, 15 yards on a play because you're trying to launch your body out there. I'm going to launch my shoulder out there. I'm going to launch my head out there. You see what happened to Damon Arnett. I'm glad it's not severe. He might be able to come back next week. But you launching your body like this is not good. Max fell off a bit and needs to step up. The problem with Max, and I'm going to tell you guys this right here. And this, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's noticed this. Max Crosby, I think he's getting worn out. I think the amount of defensive reps that he's taking is just slowing him down. I think maybe Max needs to, I don't know, I could say it, yeah. Have him only be three down edge rusher, or have him come in on second and third. But it's just Max. I'm just looking at him like he looks worn out. Josh, you're absolutely right. I think using Vic Beasley on one side and having Farrell on the other side, that could give Max a big break and come late second, third down. Hey, put him in and let him rush the quarterback. Nah, Damon ain't soft. The problem is Damon took some bad angles. And I'm going to be real here. Even though Frank Gore is a small running back, I look at what Arnett did. You took Frank Gore out of that game. But damn your neck, man. Come on. You got to wrap up. Protect your neck. Yeah, need to contain. Pull this up. I like this. Need to contain the edge runner. Runs have been killing this defense all damn year. Yeah. Absolutely right. The problem with Arnett and Abram, these guys are talking too much trash. So when you look at Arnett, you look at Abram, they're talking and just rapping them out over and over and over and over again. Where one, Arnett, you're what? A rookie. Jonathan Abrams, this is year 2 for you. What have you done? If you're going to talk shit, you need to back your game up. So that means you need to be a guy like, oh, I just went in there and sacked your quarterback. I'm going to do that shit again. Then do it again. I'm going to get another interception. And I'm going to run it back and take it to the house. That's when you talk shit, because if you doing it, you do it. That's been the problem. A lot of these guys been on this defense running their damn mouth and not backing the shit up. And I'm going to say this, for the love of God, in today's game, do not, I repeat, do not have Joyner lined up on a fast slot receiver, because that shit's going to be ugly. Every time I see Joyner on one of these slot receivers, he's getting eaten alive. For example, last week against the Jets, that shit was ugly. I get that they're trying to set the tone. You set the tone before the game. You set the tone and you get your guys, hey, you tell them don't fuck up. Wrap up. You set the tone. I get it. But the thing of it is, you got to back it up. I like Abrams. I like Arnett. But when I see that it's these two missing plays and you have a shit ton of missed tackles, for the love of God, I'm going to just do it right here. I'll pull it up right here for you guys. So we're looking at Mr. Damon Arnett. Okay. Because this got to stop. It really does. Because if the defense is going to succeed today and for the rest of the season, and if they do get to the playoffs, this mistackling shit got to stop. It's costing us. So, and I love this real quick. And, So you have about a good 10 missed tackles from Abrams. That's a lot. That's a good 10 missed tackles from Abram right there. So if you're looking at about 100 plus, so you got to count that 10. You got to look at your D line that's missed, because I know everybody's on the average of missing 12 guys on that field, on the average missing about maybe 8 or 9, and then you calculate you're about 102, probably about 102 missed tackles. We need to get that under control. And the other thing we need to get under control, and I've noticed the penalty, they need to get the penalties under control. I've noticed the past couple the games that we won, we didn't have that many penalties called against us. So the Raiders need to keep that down to a minimum. As always, in the middle, and I saw it. I'm sorry if I missed your comment. Corey Littleton needs to be better at covering tight ends. You're absolutely right. But I'm going to say this. What's the ranking for the penalties? Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. But let me get to this guy. Let me get to your question. To be honest, I really do prefer Kwiatkowski and Morrow handling coverage duties. The one thing I noticed that Paul Gunther did do last week with Littleton, he had him rushing off the edge. And I don't know why they'd stop. Because when we were rushing off the edge, we had, I don't know, we forced a couple 3 and outs, and that's when a couple of those turnovers happened. So my whole thing is this: you got to mix it up. I like you running with these 3 linebackers more, but you got to get it right. And I say one thing that John Gruden said that caught my eye during the week: I'm going to put the best guy out there that had the better practice. So if you've been looking like hot shit, you're not going to start. So Morrow, Kwiatkowski, they've had the edge over in that 4-2-5 defense over Littleton. I can go off it. We look at Carl Nassib was a healthy scratch. Go. And then let's see. I don't know what happened with McMillan. No, let's see. Oh, here it is. All right, so penalties. I got it right here. All right, Raiders penalties. Raiders are ranked 25th. Oh, wait, no. I apologize. Here we go. Big Bear Dog. I like that. Yeah, so really it is. Most of your penalties are coming from your defense. I mean, yeah, they're ranked, 8? But the thing of it is, they got to do a better job of not mentally shooting themselves in the foot. That's it. Every time the camera shows the sideline, he's jumping around, following Gunther. Like, yeah, yeah. So they got it, Chris. They got it split up. They got the offensive penalties. Uh, no, it's not 25th. I was looking at something else. I said my bad. That's why I said defense is ranked 18th for penalties, and they got the offense ranked in 8th. But yeah, Kevin, you were absolutely right. McMillan is used as depth. I figured that they were going to use him for something else. I figured they'd use him a little bit more, have him run off the bench. But I guess not. It sucks because I feel like you traded him for this draft pick and you're not getting anything really out of him with special teams. Now, the question is, you're going to start to wonder, is it more of a him problem or is this your personnel not knowing how to put guys in the right position? So that's when you're going to come back and look at again. But moving on, like I said, today, the Raiders guys got to step up. Mullen's probably going to be lined up against T.Y. Hilton. You got Michael Pittman Jr. Well, hopefully you have Isaiah Johnson ready to go. Hopefully guys like Eric Harris step up today because you still got to deal with a guy like Mo Alley Cox. Really? Kevin, tell me I'm not. Kevin, tell me you're joking with me right now. Tell me you're joking with me right now. They're not going to have Mullen? You said Mullen will not be traveling with T. I thought you said the team. Shit. Damn, you scared the hell out of me. Kevin, damn it, I'm gonna chase you down, boy. Damn, you gave me a heart attack. Yeah, you're right. He probably won't be traveling with T.Y. today. Maybe he might be on with Michael Pittman Jr. It's a bigger wide receiver that they'll be on. You scared me for a minute, man. I was like, I didn't get no alerts. My phone didn't go off. I was like, whoo! Whoo, Jesus, Lord, baby Jesus. Oh, damn. You scared me, man. You can't be doing this, Kevin. Can't be scaring me like that. Oh, damn. Whew. But, yeah, Raider Jordan looks like we will have Trent Brown today. I haven't heard anything else. We need to put pressure on Phillips. Yeah. Mitchell, you're absolutely right. You got to put pressure on him. You're damn sure right. You got to put pressure on him. It's all right, Kev. But yeah, Mullen, you know what? You can put Lawson on. Are you gonna put Lawson on T.Y.? Maybe. I think they're probably gonna run some zone. But the thing about it, you gotta make sure that you're not getting caught up in that zone the entire game because Phillip Rivers is going to try to pick it apart. Nah, it was a misunderstanding with Mullen, Brent. We all good. But yeah, yeah, you're right. Paul's definitely gonna have to mix it up. He's definitely gonna have to mix it up today. Rivers 2 interceptions today. I hope so. I hope 3. I hope he goes into that little fallback of throwing 3 interceptions and just turning the ball over. And that's another thing. If the Raiders are getting turnovers today, the Raiders can't just settle for 3 points. The Raiders can't go 3 and out. Raiders got to get 6 on the board. That's how important this game is. I mean, to be honest, every game is important, but the Raiders are going to have to make sure that they are executing and scoring. Oh, you got 6 on this drive. You got 6 on this drive. Do it. It can't just be Raiders just, oh, you know what? We're going to settle for a field goal here. No, you can't. Too much is on the line today because if you settle for that field goal, that 1 point, that's going to come back and bite us in the ass. Reason why we brought back Worley, we didn't know the severity of Damon Arnett's injury. That was one of the reasons why. And the other thing about it, you're now without Jeff Heath. He's on the IR. And Daryl Worley is versatile. So Worley can play corner and safety. What's up?
I got a boy snack. And again, training.
I'll be out there in a little bit, okay?
Okay. One now?
Yeah. All right.
One now?
10.
You can nine monies.
Give me 10 minutes.
It is.
All right, bye. But yeah, sorry about that. Nephew wanted to win the game by the start. That's how big this game is, because little man up ready. He ready for this game. Youngster is ready for this game. But yeah, having Worley out here, if we can get him at free safety, that'll be a help. I'll take an ease off of Abram, and I'll take an ease off of Eric Harris. I would really like for him to be back there because you know what? It can cause confusion. Kevin Wynn knows. He knows the calls and he knows the scheme. Because really, it's not that much. Nothing really changed. Yeah, I mean, he didn't have that much of a bad time at corner. It's just A.J. Brown just decimated him. And, you know, y'all remember the rest. But I think Worley would be in the better situation for us. I'd rather have him at free safety. I'd rather see him out there in zone. I don't want him in man coverage because if he's in man coverage, that's going to be a hell no. That's going to be a rough outing. I was watching those Dallas games because I had the Washington football team over in my area, and damn, they were shredding him. They were shredding him. It wasn't good. But then again, everybody else was getting shredded in that defense, so I don't know. But still, fact of the matter is today, I'm going to get to the point, Raiders defense has to step up and get off the field. 3 and out. If it's third down, if it's 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, you need to get off that field. Raiders, the linebackers, you got to cover the middle. Really, in general, as a whole, the middle of the field should be covered because that's what's been hurting us the longest all season long. The Raiders got to cover the middle of the field. If you don't do that, well, you know what happens. We get gashed for about 15, 25 yards, and you wonder why they're in our territory getting ready to score because, I don't know, we forgot to cover the middle of the damn field. So cover the middle of the damn field today. Take away the outside runs. Take away the inside runs. Force turnovers. So that's the only thing. I mean, that's really, it's just simple. It's that simple for the Raiders to do that. Stop giving up the big plays. Get pressure in Phillip Rivers' face. Because I'm going to tell you this. Phillip Rivers has been in a walking boot from week to week. That toe is still bothering him. Raiders need to get pressure in his slow ass face and give him a hard time. I mean, there's nothing else I can really say on that defense other than wrap up. Personnel, when you're calling plays, make sure the deep middle of the field is covered. Create pressure and take away the outside runs. That's it. I mean, we can spend all the time and try to dissect this, but the Raiders, well, I just say it like this. The Raiders got to come out and do their damn job today. They do. Not us fans. Not us reporters. Not podcasters. It's the Raiders that got to come out there and execute. The Raiders on defense need to truly execute. They need to make sure that, oh, hey, you know what? If we want to win today's game, if we want to go to the playoffs, how about we play some good fucking defense? That's it. How about we don't get, I got to the quarterback, but I wasn't able to wrap up. How about you do that? How about wrapping up in general? Do your job. Take care of business. Execute. Why do you think that when Belichick talks to his defense, they're taking care of business? They do their job. Why do you see everybody else in the league taking care of business? Why do you see that we look at like Tennessee? You look at the Steelers for so many years take care of business. Why? I can just name them all. Shit, you look at the Browns, the Cleveland Browns, for God's sakes. They're taking care of business. They're sitting at 9-3. There's no excuse for the way you play, especially the last 3 games. The way you played, there's no excuse for it. The Raiders today have to come out, execute, and take care of business. That's it. Do your job. Wrap up. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 18, 3rd and fucking 25. How about you don't give up the big play? Simple. Yes. Rob says it's simple. Everybody says it's simple. Shit. Offense. Trent Brown, if you're coming out here to play, well, Trent, we need you to block. Josh Jacobs, you coming out to play today? Run on that side. Raiders got to get something going. And I'll say this. The Raiders this week, they had I don't know if some of you guys know that clown Mitchell Renz. I don't know. Be making a wild prediction saying that how about the Raiders trade and we got Chucky heads right here. We got 5 Chucky heads. So I'm going to say this. I watched each and every one of the players defend their quarterback this week on the comments that Mitchell Renz said about Derek Carr, Mamba mentality, and all that hoopla and shit. And I'm going to say this. I saw that defense come together and offensive linemen come together and pop off on one guy like a bunch of bullies. So I'm going to say this. If you had all that energy to tweet and do that shit on the field, bruh. I need all that nasty ass energy, all that energy y'all had this week to protect your quarterback, to stand up for your teammate and shit, and use that on the field. All that animosity, all that anger and shit, use that on the field. It's not that hard. If you that angry, you that frustrated, you're like, nah, bro, we tired of this shit. If you that tired of shit, go on the field and knock somebody's dick in the dirt. That's it. If you got all that energy against some guy that wears a suit jacket and a Raiders V-neck with a $25 chain, use that energy against your opponent. That's it. Y'all got so worked up on that shit. Y'all better get worked up about this damn Colts team trying to take your goodies at your own home field. You let Raider Nation handle that shit. Y'all put that act. Y'all add that energy on the field. Talk the talk and walk the walk. That's all y'all got to do. Take care of business. But if you're going to go out here and just get into a tweet battle and shit, and you come out looking like a Billy bitch cake on that field today, well, you know what? It just tells me a lot about you. Raiders need to come out on your own home field, because I don't know, maybe, teams are missing the energy from their fans in the stadium. And, a lot of teams are not really getting the wins at home. But today, you got to get the win at home. You got to take care of business, and you got to do your job. Offense, defense, and special teams. But you can't come out running your mouth all week. You talked about y'all D-line wants to run up and beat the living shit out of Phillip Rivers. You look at the whole team saying, Mitchell, we ain't taking this shit from you. But you come out today and look like some Billy bitch cakes. Y'all deserve all that energy that Raider Nation about to throw at y'all. That y'all some trash, that this, and this. Y'all deserve all of it. So, all I can say is step the fuck up, do your job, and win. And John Gruden, I hope I piss you off. John, stop being so damn conservative when you got the lead. You got a 14-point lead. You got a 10-point lead. Shit, you got a 7-point lead. Motherfucker, run the score again. And guess what? You're going to do it again. When it's, I don't know, maybe if it's 24-14. Guess what, John? I need to be 31-14. Fuck all that. We're going to run the ball here when it's 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and we're going to run right there. We're going to run right there. And third down right here, you know what we're going to do? We're going to run the ball. No. How about we take care of business, get in, shit, even if you get a field goal, I take it, but at least score on that drive. Stop settling for that conservative drive, and you're not putting any points on the board. So it's that simple. I'm not going to keep bitching about this. Raiders got a job to do today. And other than that, get the win, baby. I'm wrapping it up. I'll be back on for our pregame show. Hopefully Phil Robinson will be able to join me. I might be joined by a couple other colleagues. And remember, you missed today's show, you guys can go and subscribe to the YouTube page, The Unfiltered Truth. You can catch up on any of the shows that you guys missed this week and any other show, any interview that we had. You guys can find me on Twitter at Phil Jones NFL. Give me a follow. And you want to chat in the DM, chat on the daggone timeline. We'll talk football. But I'm going to tell you this today. Raiders got to win this, and they cannot choke. That's a Phillip Rivers thing, and he needs to do that. Other than that, y'all take care. God bless. This is my nephew, Giovanni. He the best. Y'all take care. I'll see you guys at post game.